First leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League, Arsenal versus Real Madrid at the Emirates, Bayern versus Inter Milan in Munich. Big time games. Big time game, fellas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I think I read that. I think that was plan was to go all out attack tomorrow, like not sit back and let Madrid dominate.
No,
For
you
Arsenal,
can't. You got to
go
play
ahead
them
and
one on
dominate.
one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. You have to. I think at home you have everyone there. You're buzzing. It's a Champions League night. You have to. I think you need a high press. High press, especially in the channels. I think your outside backs are.
Let them feel it.
I think that's where we're
the
gonna be.
weight.
I think that's where Arsenal will find success. With
Yep.
Odegaard leading that press and just getting compact in those areas of the pitch and having Real Madrid just cough up the ball. And obviously if they could break the press due to just like fantastic football, then okay, then we have to adjust. But I think you go 100%. Go 100%, and then when the game slows down, you kind of need to dominate in certain areas of the pitch. But I think you just go all out and just be fucking. You just disturb, and make it uncomfortable. Make it uncomfortable. The fans will get behind you. Arteta's gonna be. I think he's gonna be super like pumped up and animated and just super in it. So if they don't do it that way and they decide to sit back, I think we are in big trouble because you want to go into the second leg with something, even like a little bit of hope, whether it's like 1-1 or 2-1 or maybe God forbid it's 1-0 Real Madrid. You're still in the tie. You need to manage the ties now. If you can try to get your first foot in the door, whatever it is, but you can't be out of the tie after the first game. You can't go to the Bernabeu and be like, fuck, like we're out of it already. You need to go into the Bernabeu with we're still in it. It's football, and we need to do our best.
Are
So
you nervous though? Like if you do high press,
That's what I was about to say.
simple long ball, right? Those guys are fucking fast, right?
Fast.
And Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinny. If those guys get in space, you're fucked.
we're
I think.
fucked. Yeah, I agree, but I think that's where our best asset all year has been. It's been our defensive third, has been our back line, to be honest. So
Yeah.
like to be fair, Timber, Saliba, Miles, and whoever's playing the other center back, it's your time to do what you've been doing all year and kind of be perfect, or as close to perfect as you possibly can get.
What are gonna be? What are gonna be the matchups?
It's gonna be.
Rodrigo against Skelly,
Mm-hmm.
which is tough battle for Skelly.
Tough battle, but I think with
That's good though. But in terms of physicality, they're both very similar.
correct, and I think with Martinelli playing on the left hand side, he'll get the extra support defensively because he's just gonna work. Martinelli's gonna start for sure, and this guy's gonna be a fucking menace up and down the pitch, which is gonna be good for Arsenal in the defensive end. And lately he's been kind of a little bit more creative than usual. So, but I'm happy he's gonna be there with Miles to give that extra support, especially with Rodrigo because he does play well on these UCL nights. And then on the other side, it's gonna be Timber and Vinicius. I love Timber. I think that's also a very good matchup.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
I think if Vinny's on it, it's gonna be a difficult night for Timber. Is it gonna be?
Gotta play him tight though.
Yeah. Is it gonna be? Is he gonna?
Is he gonna be on it?
I think so. Timber has never played a.
No, sorry, not Timber. Is
Vinny?
Vinicius gonna be on it?
We don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a UCL night. They show up during UCL ties, but
Who's playing the other center back, John?
right now, I think it's going to be Jacob Kiwior. I think it's going to be
Really?
him because if the only thing I can think of if he doesn't play is you put Timber center back just because he's just secure. He can play there and play it very well, and then you put Ben White on the right back. Now Ben White hasn't played as much as we want him to.
Would you put Ben White in center back?
I thought that's what Arsenal was gonna do. I would
You
rather
can.
see him than Kiwior.
You can. I think you can put him in center back as well. Now it depends what he's thinking. I don't know. Like I've seen Timber at center back, and he's good. He's just a solid player. He knows the position. He knows how to play along the back four. He's good out the back. He's composed. He's calm. He's good in the air. He's aggressive. So I can see either or. And I can also see Ben White playing right back and kind of being just a prick.
Yeah. Well, that's something to look for. Also,
I'm
thinking of the alternatives. If he doesn't put him there, who can play there, and who do you move?
yeah.
But if you do play him there, you have your back four with Timber, Saliba, Kiwior, and Miles. And then Saliba needs to maybe carry the load there a little bit and kind of shut down his Patriot, his countryman.
That was going to be my point. Saliba against Mbappe. Obviously, they both know each other pretty well. They practice with each other against France. So I feel like Saliba should know what makes Mbappe tick. but then also Mbappe knows what makes Saliba tick, right? So
Correct.
it's gonna be a chess match between those two.
Man, I gotta leave work early,
That's gonna
bro.
be that's gonna be really exciting to watch. Carlos, what were you gonna say?
I was just looking at what they think the predicted lineup for Arsenal is, and it is Kyrior at center back, but it's also Trossard at left wing, which
And not Martinelli.
not Martinelli, which I think it should be Martinelli because he's going to help you on defense.
Yeah,
I would
I
agree
think
with that.
Chester should come in.
Correct.
Chester should be an impact sub. And if we need something more creative and to kind of switch the gears up, he should come in.
Because he could be impact on either on the wing or you could play him as a 9.
Correct. And I don't think, I don't think Saka's going to give us the full 90. I think he's going to give Saka the start tomorrow. I think Saka will give us 65 minutes to 70. And then Ethan Nwaneri can come in also as an impact. I think he'd be a very good sub tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
he could be one of those guys that's like a sneaky impact, comes in, gets an assist, gets in a goal.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, but I think the game's going to be won in the middle of the park. I think if Declan Rice and Thomas can be the best, I think if Declan Rice can just negate Jude, and also they're two guys that know each other very well.
And Fede.
Right?
Fede, yeah.
That's the thing. Is Fede going to play in the middle or is he going to play at the right back?
I think he's going to play in the middle because Lucas Vasquez is back and probably going to play at right back.
And for me, that makes me... So I was telling somebody, I was like, either you put Fede on right back and you lose something in the middle, or you put Fed in the middle, and I think you give us Arsenal something on the right hand side.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I guess it depends how Ancelotti
wants
to play, right? Yeah, if he wants to maybe sit back a little bit, withstand some pressure, you put Fede at right back.
Correct. But we said
if you're looking to attack and win the middle, you put Fede in the midfield. So
I think Arsenal has too much talent in the middle to keep Valverde on the right. I think you need Valverde in there to negate Odegaard, Partey,
and Declan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if Declan has a standout night, we win. And if Thomas can also get on the ball and break those lines and do what he does, because he's so good at that. He's so good at receiving on the half turning and playing the ball forward and breaking those lines. If those two players are on their night tomorrow, we win. If they're not, we're going to struggle big time. Now, do I think Odegaard needs to be on his night as well? Offensively, if you want a chance to kind of create more and have more opportunities on goal, he has to have at least a decent night tomorrow. But I think those two guys, Thomas and Declan, for me in the middle of the park, need to be lights out, along obviously with the defensive end. But I think those two guys, if they're on it, I feel very, very comfortable.
Arsenal could have a perfect night tomorrow, like playing wise, and still end up losing to Madrid. It's the magic of Champions League for Madrid.
Yeah, I know. That's correct.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, it's not even soccer. It's just...
So that's why I'm like more like, okay, obviously as a fan, I'm like, can we go into the second tie with something to look forward to? Because we don't want to go into the second leg with like, fuck, it's over. But like you said, we can still lose over in Spain. We can have a fantastic night tomorrow and we can get the result we want to, but we can go to Spain and fuck, and it could be fuck all and shit doesn't go the way we want to.
Yeah, would you sign off on a tie?
No.
No way.
No. Okay.
Because, could we win the Bernabeu? I mean, we're the only English team that has before. So, do I feel comfortable? Do I feel confident? A little bit. Why not? But do I would throw my marbles to get a tie at home and then try to go win in the Bernabeu or force it into overtime?
Yeah.
With the Madrid fans on the back of everything and just kind of it's rowdy and this is their scene, this is their stage. They've been here before. They've done it time and time and over again. No, I don't want that, to be fair. So
tell you what though, the Emirates is going to be rocking tomorrow.
It's going to be so
quarterfinal Champions League.
The beginning
against Real Madrid. Like how long has it been to have something like that?
Was it 19? Was it 19 years? 2006. Yeah.
19. Yeah.
19 years. It was Highbury.
Big night.
It's a big night. The whole internet is just putting they were putting the lineup from 06 and they were just like, if these guys did it versus those guys for Madrid, obviously there's the concept videos and stuff, the hype videos. It's you guys that are like, fuck this. So I'm gonna be fine tonight. It's just tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's like tomorrow. I'm just gonna be at work. I'm just like, gotta get the fuck out of here. 2:00.